This is the Global Economic Scrap Metal Commodities and Recycling Report by BENLEE Roll-Off Trailers and Lugger Trucks, November 26, 2018. Last week, commodity prices were mostly down and economic reports were mostly negative. U.S. steel production rose slightly to a more than 4-year high as tariffs remain in place, including against Canada and Mexico. Great for U.S. steel producers. Oil fell a big $5 a barrel to $51.30 on an oversupply and economic downturn concerns, as President Trump allowed last-minute exemptions to 8 major Iranian oil-buying countries to continue to buy Iranian oil. This is like a major tax cut to the world, which will help holiday spending. U.S. oil production remains steady at 11.7 million barrels a day, the record it hit about 2 weeks ago. Prices have dropped significantly, so the rate of increase may slow or production could actually even decline. Iron ore fell $3 to $72 a ton on a good balance of supply and demand, and as global steel production continues to grow slowly. Scrap steel #1 heavy melt remains at $333 a gross ton. Upward pressure remains for December, as December supply may be limited due to end-of-year scrapyard tax planning. Hot-rolled coil steel remained near the multi-year high of $1,085 a ton, as tariffs, including again from Mexico and Canada, continue to protect the U.S. steel mills, and demand remains okay. Copper fell 3 cents to $2.77 as markets remain nervous about tariffs and a global slowdown that seems to be taking shape. Copper is no change this morning. The 5-year copper chart shows prices remaining off the recent high on global market uncertainty and some of the slowing. Aluminum was pretty steady at 87.4 cents, remaining near a 1-year low on slowing markets across many industries. November's orders for U.S. durable manufactured goods slumped 4.4%, the largest drop since July 2017, as transportation equipment fell a big 12.2%, led by non-defense and defense aircraft, as well as a drop in demand for primary metals, but actually a slight increase in motor vehicles. October's European area, which as a whole is a market that's larger than the U.S. or China, had its construction index grow by 4.6%, the steepest increase since January as building activity expansion accelerated. November's U.S. consumer sentiment fell to the lowest level in 3 months, but actually remains okay. Both current conditions and expectations were revised lower. Overall, lower-income people felt better and higher-income people felt worse, probably due to the huge drop in the stock market. November's Manufacturing Purchasing Manager Index fell to 55.4, but remains high as output slowed, but new orders and job creation rose. Also, capacity constraint and stretched supply chains were more of an issue. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped an enormous 1,137 points to 24,286 on interest rate rise concerns and a global slowdown that is blamed on tariffs. Last Friday, while most people were shopping and on vacation, 13 federal agencies of the Trump administration released what is called the 4th National Climate Assessment. Here are a few lines. Quote, "The impacts of climate change are already being felt in communities across the country. More frequent and intense extreme weather and climate-related events, as well as changes in average climate conditions, are expected to continue to damage infrastructure, ecosystems, and social systems that provide essential benefits to communities. Future climate change is expected to disrupt many areas of life, exasperating existing challenges to prosperity posed by aging and deteriorating infrastructure, stressed ecosystems, and economic inequality. Impacts from climate change on extreme weather and climate-related events, air quality, and the transmission of disease through insects and pests, food and water increasingly threaten the health and well-being of the American people." The report also said that climate change could reduce the total size of our economy a huge 10%. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.